Today we're coming back to the Simp. I laid things out a little differently in this video. This is more for a newer player or maybe someone that's just trying to learn how to build. So maybe some ideas you could pick up from here. So sit back, relax, drop me a like and a sub if you're not already following me. So we're going to start with a 2x1. You're going to put 3 triangles here. And just like the other video, you could put the entrance on either the left or the right hand side. I just prefer the right hand side. Close off the base and put your 2 doors down. Now you can place the TC the original way, or you could turn it this way. Now we're going to go ahead and place our boxes down just like we did last time. Now you can put a door here if you want to. It's entirely up to you. I prefer to put a window there, so I'm going to go ahead and take the door off and remove this frame. You can put a little campfire here if you'd like, and then go ahead and slap down your window frame. Now you can try to squeeze 2 furnaces over here, but I found that it's better if you put them on this left hand side, as far as possible to the TC. Place your door down first, just so this way it doesn't interfere with laying on the second furnace. And then this one you're going to put to the far left side of the TC, and then you're going to want to hop on top of that furnace and place the box down like I'm about to do. Now you can put 2 bags in here. You might be able to stick more boxes in here if you're a solo player, but for the video I'm just going to put 2 bags down. But, you know, if it was me, I was to take this bag out right here and possibly try to stick a box in there, maybe a large box or a small box. You'd have to do some manipulation to get that box in there then. So just like the other video, we're going to put the TC down. Go ahead and put the research bench with a large box and a small box to the left of it, just like the other video. And I'm sorry if I sound sick. I am sick. So bear with me. So here's the second part of the expansion. I'm going to be doing the second floor. I didn't put any of the chem benches up or electrical, any of that stuff, because that's all a matter of preference, how you would like to do it. I'm just showing you a blueprint for base. That's basically all I'm going to do here. So I'm going to start by expanding all the way around, basically just copying this pattern now. We're going to go ahead and add 3 triangles here for our new entrance. And then these 2 off the side for a quick depot loot room. Now we're making this kind of entrance with a half wall and then a quarter wall just so you can open and close that door without having to actually physically be in front of the door, so you can kind of get like a side peek. It's very good for door campers. And, you know, if you have a buddy, you can have them swing the door open while you're up top and close it. You can put the door facing this way if you want more honeycomb or airlock. But I'm going to swing the door around this way and have it facing towards the core. Again, this space is versatile. You can do whatever you want with it. You don't have to carbon copy it. I did make a mistake on the bottom part where your front entrance is. You'll see when I go to it, I accidentally honeycombed it in and I break the wall. Go ahead and add your other door here. Seal it up. And you'll be done with at least the shell on the roof of this part. Now we'll go downstairs and we'll show you how to lay out the rest of it. So for the video, I'm going to show you these little triangle loot rooms on the double triangles, but I'm going to be using window frames because I prefer them over the doors. A little bit more stronger compared to, you know, a sheet metal door. Just make sure you swing that wall around on the right hand side. The soft side was sticking out. I didn't notice that until now. Now you can put a door or a window. I'm going to go ahead and put a window. I like the windows. Now we're going to go here and we're going to start working on the honeycomb. Trying to make sure this part is done in metal if possible, because it's going to be impossible to get to later on. And this is where I make the mistake right here. I eventually catch on to it later. That last wall I placed was not supposed to be there. So we're going to turn this honeycomb into a loot room as well. Again, you don't have to use all these loot rooms. These are just extra little places you could dump your garbage loot into. They act as a honeycomb and a loot room. I am very sick, so if you hear me clear my throat, I am very sorry. I did find out later on that this part right here is easier to do the top portion if you turn around and put a triangle twig to place these little tiny boxes if you want it to be perfect. It is a little easier. The left side is not going to because, you know, the angle of the triangle, so you just got to kind of work with it. But for the most part, it is easier to put a triangle and then slap the boxes down. And this is where I noticed that the wall was getting covered right here. This is going to be your jump up down into your core entrance. And just like the other double triangle loot room, we're going to use windows. Now these single doors I'm about to place down, they are for vending machines. You have to put the door down before you put the vending machine. If you try to put the vending machine down and then the door, it will not work. It will on console, however. Console, you could put a vending machine down and you could swap out the doors. On PC, you cannot. It's weird. I don't understand why, but I've played both console and PC. I primarily play PC, but when I was playing console up about a year ago, you can put the vending machines in and out of the door frame without a door being there. But for PC sake, make sure you put the door down first, then put the vending machine. And if you guys don't follow me already, go ahead and drop me a like and a subscribe. It's a new channel, trying to come over from Twitch. I'll be making more long-form PvP content. Right now, I'm just trying to get in the habit of editing and working on some videos for y'all, teaching people how to make some simple bases. I get a lot of new players all the time that I meet in game and they don't know how to build a base. I did add a couple people ask me to make bunkers and offsets, and I will eventually get around to showing my versions of those bunkers. It's pretty typical bunkers that, you know, most people have probably already built or have used before, but I do them in different ways that are more efficient for like a solo duo kind of style. I play primarily solo. I don't play too much big groups or anything like that. And if you guys have any suggestions of what you would like to see, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. So we're gonna go ahead and put the doors down, because like I said earlier, on PC you cannot place the vending machine without the door. The whole purpose of this is because these are just simple little airlocks you would typically put, you know, just honeycomb. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said airlocks. You would just put vending machines in there to add extra additional storage. I mean, you're not going to use the triangle for nothing. You might as well get a little bit of space out of it. It's efficient. Vending machines are not cheap to break, so if they see it, they'll probably just avoid it. And if not, the worst case scenario, they're going to waste about, you know, 13, 14 rockets trying to blow it up. So. And like I said earlier, it's just honeycomb that you would never use. You would just slap a wall up and then that would be the end of it. So I like to try to make as much use out of any room that I have. I play a lot of solo. I play a lot of bunker rat style. So if I have a triangle, I slap a vending machine in it with a door. That makes, 13 to 14 rockets. I always forget what it is for the vending machine, plus, the sheet metal door. So it makes it about 5 walls worth. I know this is all on stone, but for the most part, it'll just force them to drive through the walls. These are little peaks. You do not have to put these here. I like to put these here just for if you're getting raided, and let's say they're coming up one of the entrances, the 3 entrances you have kind of like a stand guard kind of a situation. You can cover all your entrances just from that little area right there, or if you're on that side, you could shoot to the other and vice versa. It's just a good little angle to peek. Like I said, you can switch this out. You can make it a bedroom. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. I was just kind of freestyling this, and this is the layout that I liked. I've used it before. Maybe the second floor was a little different, but I've used essentially this base before a couple times, and I've blasted the whole wipe. It's really cheap base. It's really easy. It's not complicated. It's just a symmetrical base all the way around, except for the entrance has an additional little triangle piece. Or, I'm sorry, triangles, 5 triangles, whatever. You can also check me out on my Twitch channel. I'll put all the information into the description below. And if you ever want to play, let me know. I do tend to play mainly solo servers or vanilla, like a regular vanilla official. So if you want to hop on an official server, that sounds good to me. Just I don't really like to play with toxic people. One of the guys that I played with for a very long time, great player, he just every time he would die, he would like literally throw stuff against the wall. And I'm not about that. I like to just relax and chill and have a good time. I make a lot of plays. I have a lot of clips of PvP. I am typically just, the more base builder, farmer kind of guy, but I can throw down this PvP too. So here we're going to add little entrances to our compound. Again, I'm not going to place the furnaces, the turrets, any of that kind of thing. I'm just showing you like a quick, simple way for anybody that is just trying to learn. Doesn't matter how many hours you have, if you're a newer player, if you're a more experienced player. I don't like to necessarily follow the meta of a lot of the base builders. They have great ideas, so like always go watch other builders and then take influence from them and apply it to your own base. That's what makes the game fun. You don't want to like sit there and pause and carbon copy the entire thing. And I already know some of y'all are going to be in the comments giving me shit about how I place things. I don't really care, to be honest. It's late. I'm just trying to make a quick little video. And I understand it's 30 minutes long. It's not quick, but I'm just showing examples of what you can and can't do. And there's probably be better ways to do this. Y'all can let me know in the description or in the comments. Sorry, I don't know why I said that again late. Like when you place on the lights to stop them from half building, things of that nature. Just, have fun with it. that's one of the ways I like to play. I like to just have fun. Not every base I live in is the same. I do have like a standard go-to bunker that I always build, that I last the entire wipe. But sometimes I don't like to make big bases. Sometimes I don't want to compound. Sometimes I just want to get on, farm stuff, blow people's bases up, and just PvP, get some content. It's your play style at the end of the day. This is more for a chilled, relaxed person that's just trying to learn. Most of us that have played this game for a long time, we've seen the same base over and over and over again on servers, and that's kind of like takes the fun out of that game when you have the same repetitive base that you see on every server. You see, okay, well, it's the Yeti or it's the this, and I'm not throwing shade at those. Those bases are fantastic. It's just everyone likes to carbon copy bases, especially on console. On console, you see like the same certain builds because they don't have like less TC upkeep and stuff like that, like we do on PC. So. Go ahead and place these walls down as best as possible. If you have stone, use stone. I'm again just using what a standard person would have. New to the server, get the basic BPs. It's better to have a wood compound than no compound. Go ahead and make wide gaps on this base if you'd like to. I didn't do all that, but you can. This base, like I said, very versatile. You can use it for whatever you want. The entrances, you could have went out 9, came back and made in your wide gaps, all that fun stuff. Make external TCs all around, anti-griefing TCs, all that. I just didn't do any of that because again, it's supposed to be a simple video. It is kind of hard to memorize how to build these bases in an actual play setting. That's kind of a lot of builders forget. Like a lot of the stuff they're doing is so advanced for a lot of people that don't know how they're building, and then they have to watch like a video while they're trying to wipe day, get door camped by a bunch of boat kids. So things don't come out perfectly. This is just you don't even need this as a long-term base. If you're playing on a monthly, you could use this just a start and then make a more proper base. I will be coming out with more base styles and stuff like that. This is my first attempt at making one of these videos for y'all, so just bear with me, and the fact that I'm sick. So if you hear me coughing or trying to clear my throat off mic or whatever, I apologize. Just the Florida weather is crazy. It's hot one day and it's cold the next. So I'm trying to squeeze this video in because of some comments on my last one, and I am going to be leaving for work to Miami in about a week, so I won't be able to upload anything while I'm out there. So you're going to place these lights down. I'm just going to do a quick little placement. You would want to try to ideally fill up all the gaps so no one can ladder over or build up and stuff like that. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. What you do on one side, you should do on the other. Again, I know they're not perfect. It's not supposed to be. It's just, showing you what you should do. That's basically that part. So we're going to go ahead and work on the shooting floor. You can make this another level up if you want. I'm assuming this is a duo that doesn't really want like a large upkeep or anything like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and start working on the shooting floor now. And then when we get to the roof part, I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm going to show you a little expansion part that I worked on for fun. If you want to do it, go ahead. If you don't, and you want to switch it up, go for it. Again, don't have to carbon copy this. These triangle peaks are my favorite peaks. I tend to put one on each side. On this video, I really did not. I only put, the entrances to the compound. But you should probably try to add one of these triangles on each side of your base on all 4 sides. They're really good for peeking down, wall hugging, stopping people from hugging your walls, and just, different angles for your doors and stuff like that. By placing the door there, they can't climb up either into those little hatches. I don't think you can climb up into them without the door. I always just put the door there because it's a door frame. And if you notice, I didn't put no locks on anything. There's no need to. And if for some reason I need to tell you this, you need to put the locks on your doors. And obviously, embrasures, all that fun stuff. So up here, we're gonna put some vending machines, just like we did downstairs. And you can put, your M2 for if you're gonna take heli, or if you're a roof camper, you can put your bolties and all your fun stuff in there. Quick depots, you fly in with the mini, you drop down, you throw it in the vending machine. Because these little triangles, they would just be honeycombed. You would get no use out of them, so why not slap a door down and some vending machines? You get loot out of them, they act like a honeycomb. It's a win-win. I never really see people use this every time I go into a bigger base, or the 1 or 2 times that I did join a big clan that have these mega ultra bases. They have all these spots. I'm like, you could just put vending machines here, and they're like, why? And I was like, because you're getting no use out of that. It's not efficient. It's just a triangle that takes no space. Adding the vending machine there automatically makes them either go through the vending machine or through the walls. So at least you're getting loot. Some extra spots for loot. And leave a kid in there. There's tons of options that you could do with this. Just please make sure you put the door down first. And once you place the door down, you cannot take the door off. So if you want to put an armor door there, you cannot take it off and put an armor door. So unfortunately, the door is what it is when you stick it down. So on console, you can pick it up and take it off. I don't understand why you can do that on there and not on the PC. It makes no sense to me, but that is the situation. I'm only mentioning that for the console players. If a console player is watching this, you can take off the door as many times as you want to on that vending machine. As long as the vending machine is far enough back. You have to make sure that vending machine is far back into that corner, elsewise you may not be able to place that door. But for the most part on the PC, you cannot at all take the door off. So this is going to basically be your roof access. Someone's raiding their base. Their little build base off into the distance. Go ahead and place your embrasures. Again, I left a lot of the rooms open so you can kind of maybe see how you want to lay it down. A lot of the times you'll get a video where they just hold your hand the entire, place this here, do this, that. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to just show you the blueprint of the base, and you lay it out how you would think it's going to be more efficient for your play style. Everyone plays differently. I don't play the same as you guys. I like these peaks just for the sheer fact if they're trying to come from my roof, I can come from the bottom, and then there's a lot of use out of these little peaks. You don't have to do this though. Most people want to do this. I do. But again, everyone's got their own preference, and I'll probably get some people in the comments that are like, oh, why would you do that? And it's my preference. Go ahead and place these triangles here to finish off your roof. Typically, you would, triangle roof for the triangle pieces, square, regular roof for the square pieces. But on this shape, you can actually use triangle all the way around. I'm gonna, no clip fly. Probably don't have that option on the server you're playing on, but just build a twig out to get these places and stuff like that. So. I will include the last part of this roof that I built. It was more for fun, and I figured I would just include it anyway in case someone wanted to use it. I was watching a Wilgen video the other day, and he made a very valid point about missing the days when he would just build random stuff. And sometimes that is the fun part of this game. You're going to go ahead and place lights here. I only placed 2 because I only had 2 on my bar, but I would definitely put more than 2 to stop people from placing ladders and climbing up or building up or any of that kind of stuff. I mean, they could still climb off the top, but if you want to see this part for that shooting floor roof thing that I built, stick around. This little tiny room right here, you could stick a mini column. You can put some more kits up here. I mean, there's a lot of options you could do with this. Obviously, you're going to want to have your electricity, so we're going to just go up there, and I'm going to throw the windmills down. I'm not going to run no wires in this video. It's long enough, and you guys watched, surprisingly enough, of this video. So I really appreciate it. And if you could drop me a sub, that'd be great. I mean, it is a new channel. My videos are not perfect. This is a long-winded video. I understand. I apologize as well. I was going to do no audio because I'm sick. I was just going to, show the build. But with the vending machine parts, I felt like I needed to touch base on that. Because most people don't know that they can do that in the first place. And when they do that, they don't know you can't put up the door. Like, that's super crucial for the PC players. I did kind of tweak the core of this base compared to the first Simp base that I did with the doors. I put the window there because later on when I went and used the base, I was like, oh, the window would be better because if they're blowing in through those, the box loot room over there, slap the window down. Makes it a little bit more protected. But a couple people in the comments on that same video have said that 2x1 is probably the most, versatile base, and they are right. It is probably one of my favorites. Now, don't get me wrong, you get more room in a 2x2. But I don't like 2x2s. It's just what it is. I use it. 2x2 for bunkers and stuff like that, but I'm more of a 2x1 kind of a person. That's just, my go-to. Most people you see, they just slap them down because they're quick and efficient. Go ahead and add these nets here. If you want to, you could put ladders. It's, again, all preference. These triangle pieces that I'm about to place here, attempt to place, because I do have some difficulty. Again, it's kind of late when I was making this video. You can use these just kind of to have extra support to jump on. You could try to make, Sam site tower up here if you feel like it. This is mainly just for running electricity, so. And I don't like to climb up only one ladder, because if they find out you only have one area to climb up, then that's basically donezo for you trying to get up there to rewire something in the middle of a PvP sesh. So go ahead and add these windmills here, and this is gonna basically be the extent of the base. I appreciate you guys for watching this and dealing with my sickness. So have a good day.